In the twilight hours, hundreds of people, many of them from across the border, gathered with candles and prayers. Some of these were Catholics, others cross-border workers, some were activists, and some just ordinary citizens. But they were all here for one purpose: a call for prayer, led by the Church, for the improvement of cross-border relations. The faithful and their supporters marched from four corners across the runway and into town. The procession ended with a mass at the Cathedral of St. Mary the Crowned in both English and Spanish. There was standing room only.
It went very well last night. A wonderful turnout of people, both from here and a representation from La Linea as well, which was wonderful, excellent.
The event was marred somewhat by what was perceived to be a boycott from the other side of the frontier. No Spanish members of the clergy attended, even though the event had been planned well in advance. The Spanish media had been telling its audience that the vigil had been cancelled. However, Bishop Hesket refuses to be drawn into the political arena, saying the vigil was just a call for prayer and not a demonstration or a political move. The bishop says he'd like to believe the Spanish clergy's non-attendance was the result of a miscommunication.
I mean, I'd like to think rather that something happened, kind of lost in translation, as it were, really. That we, obviously, I had discussions with Bishop Raphael, Don Raphael, with his broken English and my even more broken Spanish, and sometimes with a third party. And I mean, I would like to think that there was a genuine misunderstanding rather than any interference.
But are you disappointed with the fact that perhaps you could have had some representation from the clergy from the other side of the border?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I mean, it is a sadness and a disappointment that they felt unable to share the occasion with us. But you know, they had their reasons, and presumably they thought that they were good reasons, and we may not agree, but we have to respect that.
Ralph Hesket says he's exploring the possibility of holding a similar vigil on the Spanish side of the frontier in the not-too-distant future.